I don't think comfortable existences lead to people wanting to venture out. Because to be clear, nature can be a pretty uncomfortable place. But when that becomes a place where you go to find peace, it doesn't feel crazy or out of place to want to go there. Bravery in the face of uncertainty.
Striker contact. Right.
Good job. If you want to study snow, Silverton is the place. My name is Michael Ackerman, and I'm the executive director of Silverton Avalanche School. Being a mountain guide, a snow professional, a ski patroller, an avalanche forecaster, a dog handler, all those things are great, but my bedrock is education. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts. I was really into being outside. It was a magical time where not all of the open spaces around the city were developed. So the brooks and the fields, kind of the nature that you could find outside the city was where I ran to a lot. Was also really into team sports, basketball, baseball, and soccer. But the sport that kind of took over my life as a young man was skateboarding. And then in 1986, 87, my local skateboard shop got a snowboard in on display. And I was fascinated by the device. So snowboarding in the 80s was just becoming a thing, and it wasn't accepted at the ski resorts. And so in order to skateboard year-round on this new device, we had to hike up the sledding hills, golf courses, anything that was covered with snow with a little bit of pitch in the city, and kind of perfect our craft in the early days of the sport. And then looking in the magazines at taller, larger, snowier mountains, I started to dream about skateboarding down those bigger peaks, which naturally leads to I have to develop the skills to go climb those peaks. So it led to mountaineering. Mountaineering gave way to rock climbing. And gradually the team sports of my youth fell out of favor, and all I wanted to do was be in the mountains, exploring, climbing, snowboarding. So there's a vulnerability in answering the question, what brought me to being outside? There's some early life struggles, home life struggles, dysfunctional family. Originally, I would run to those open spaces because it was fairly tumultuous inside my home. It really was a respite from kind of some early challenges. I really feel a sense of connection. I feel a real sense of connection to my partners that I'm out there with. I feel a super strong connection to the natural world. The comfort and the peace that developed in me being out there was definitely what I was going back out there for each time. So it didn't seem crazy. It felt like coming home. I've never gotten that anywhere else in my life, and it is addictive. You kind of chase that high. And in a lot of ways, it's where I saw evidence of spirituality. I had a pretty serious snowboarding accident in my mid-20s, and I think that was the first time that I understood that these type of sports can break you, if not kill you. In 2025, we've got it pretty darn easy. And I'm fond of telling students, no matter where you come from, whatever your background, whomever your ancestors are, color, race, creed, we all came from simpler folks. Dare I say, in a very connected time where most people are disconnected, selfishly, going to those places outdoors keeps me connected to what is in all of us. And once you tap into that, I don't think you're going back. We may not be the richest people pursuing these activities and working the jobs that we do, but I feel incredibly wealthy in my vault of experience I have given up a tremendous amount to live this life. I have eschewed maybe a more stable, financially lucrative path that was laid out for a kid born in the 70s. That affected relationships. It, definitely judged by family. So there's a lot you sacrifice to chase this dream, to chase this life in the mountains as a snow professional. You have to go after what calls you, and everybody's muse is going to be different. And at an early age, my muse sang to me a direction that felt unique, and leaning into the authenticity of that song, it's hard for me to envision that I would have taken any other path on this journey.